leaves, I can't sleep.
It's time to listen to Courtney at last on the Ramblings of an Insomniac podcast.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Ramblings of an Insomniac. I am Courtney. Still have a cold, still congested, still snot bubbles, and still sad and in a Debbie Downer kind of mode, but not really. I mean, kind of. It's that gray area of I don't give a fuck, but I also want to cry myself to sleep. And then I don't give a fuck. And, that phase, I think women will identify. 1 minute you're absolutely like pulling over and sobbing hysterically on your steering wheel. And then you're taking like a road trip. And then pretty soon you're singing to Alanis Morissette and you're like, I don't give a fuck. Everybody blow me. Fuck you. And then you're on, man, you like are numb and you have like no feeling whatsoever. You know that? Yeah. I mean, maybe that's not just a woman thing. But so it's changing every second. You ask me 10 minutes from now and I might be crying. I don't know. But here is what I know. Man, everything and everybody is just exhausting lately. It just seems like no one can be happy. Everyone is going out of their way to desperately search for negativity and being mad and just finding something, anything to be angry about or angry at. And I just can't. I'm so wanting to be in the opposite direction. I am trying desperately to take things one step at a time, control what I can, and focus on the good. And I'm trying to get rid of the things and the people in my life that get in the way of that because I'm trying to focus on me right now and getting my own shit together. I just don't have the time or the energy to deal with anybody else's. Mo, speak it over here, guys. Come on. Sorry. To deal with all of the other stuff. And even if it means that, people are angry, or whatever. Bonnie, come on. I have to learn to stop enabling, number one, to stop putting myself absolutely last. I'm not saying to be selfish all the time. I'm not saying to never help others. Bonnie, God dang it, my dogs are getting into the nasty pond. It's a nice day out, which is fantastic, and you're going to hear me stomping on some leaves, but my dogs are being nasty and finding all this gross shit to roll in. Come on, Bonnie, you don't even like water. Y'all are being disgusting. Y'all, I really need to move to the south. Anyway, my head is just really desperately trying to be focused on ahead, what I can control, what I have the headspace for, what is good for my health and my mental and physical well-being. Again, I'm not saying to be so selfish that I don't care about my family and stuff, but I do need to learn to care less, honestly. I know that sounds like a weird thing to say, to care less, but there is such a thing as caring too much and being too involved and enabling, and I do it, and then it exhausts me, and I am now like mentally and physically just spent. And I made a lot of decisions in my life to try to better myself and better my surroundings and to move forward, and I can't regress. And it just seems like every time I do that, people are just bound and determined to get in a way in my path and to test me and test me and test me and to not just let it happen. And it gets frustrating because I feel like my entire life has just been about struggle. And I keep thinking, well, other people have it a lot worse, which they do. There are so many people out there that have it a lot worse, and I'm not taking away from that. But that does not mean that what I've gone through in my life is easy. It doesn't mean that the things I've gone through in my life should just be disregarded and I shouldn't care and it shouldn't affect me because others have it harder. I get so sick and tired of people saying that. It's just shitty. Like, I know people are trying to be like, hey, it could be worse. Okay, I don't fucking care. Yeah, it could be. So what? What is your point? I'm still pissed off. Like, that doesn't help me. What do you want me to do with that? It's a shit statement. And people like to do that to me a lot. And I just can't for the life of me understand in what world I fucked up that my life is the way it is. And again, I'm not doing the whole boo-hoo thing because yes, like I've said again in many of my podcasts, I take full accountability and responsibility for decisions I've made and people I've chose to be with, because that has played into where I am at today. And obviously that is me to blame because I keep choosing the same people over and over again. Again, definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So I get it and I'll take that. But then there's other shit that really is not my fault. And I'm just angry right now and I'm exhausted and I am just feel like every single time in my life I have started to do well and be happy and comfortable and in my jam and just feeling good. It's like the universe is like, oh, you're feeling too good. You're feeling too good, Courtney. Curveball. And again, I'm not trying to sound like boo-hoo, but I swear to fucking God, I just feel like I can't win. And I feel like I spend my entire energy on being respectful and kind. And no matter what kind of mood I am, I still try to treat others well. And I still try to be kind to others. And even if I'm crying, I still not try not to cut people off in traffic. I'm not saying I've never done it. I have. I've been a bitch. I've been rude. I've been all of those things when I've been in a bad mood to others. But I rarely do that. I honestly rarely do that. And so, and then I spend my life again, I guess it's enabling, but trying really hard to help others and trying to give them, if they tell me they're interested in something, I try to help them with that. I'm someone who has always been there in the middle of the night for anybody. So many people have reached out and called me in the middle of the night, and I've been there, and I'm kind of like, I'm just feeling sorry. Part of me is feeling sorry for myself, which is not a good place. I don't want to do that. But then I'm like, fuck everyone. I don't ever make anything about myself, and I'm feeling sorry for myself right now. But then I'm like, Jesus Christ, I don't, it's that whole thing. I'm just like, ugh, I need to sleep. Have you been there? Have you just been where you're like, Jesus, was I just some like fucking douche serial killer in a past life? Or like, why all the grief, That what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Fuck off, Just seriously. I hate all of that. Just let me fucking be mad and feel sorry for myself for just a second. I'm not out rioting. I'm not out protesting. I'm not hurting others. I'm not out wishing death upon others or threatening others. I'm not out keying anyone's car or setting things on fire. I'm not screaming and yelling. Just let me fucking make things about me for right now because it is right now. Just let me be angry for right now, Let me figure shit out. I just wish someone would say, well, I have. I have had someone recently that I've been talking to, and they have been there for me, and they barely know me. I mean, I don't know. I'm just, part of me wants to lay in bed and take a nap. Part of me wants to watch really stupid reality TV and eat junk food. The other part of me wants to go on a walk and go out in nature The other part of me wants to go on a drive and listen to Alanis Morissette, all the shit that girls do, and maybe dudes do it too. I don't know. Yikes. So just wanted to do another podcast. I'm sure you guys are real sick of it. I'll try to do more positive things. I go in spurts. I do political stuff. I do good, positive things. And then I do this, mixing it up. At least it's not going to be stagnant, right? You'll always be keeping you on your toes. That's what this podcast is good for. Good for your reflexes. Good for your guys' mental agility. So listen to my podcast if you want to be like a Navy SEAL. You'll learn to stay awake. If you're listening to this to keep you awake, or maybe you're listening to it to go to sleep. But just think of my podcast as a mental workout for you. You're welcome. And if you are listening, I so appreciate it. I really have noticed a lot more people have been checking in. A lot more people have been finding me and listening to me. And so welcome. Everybody's welcome. Again, disclaimer, I do pick on Canada and France a whole lot, like a lot. And yet I see that there are a lot of Canucks and people from France that tune in. And let me tell you, you're a fucking badass, and I appreciate you because I pick on the two countries a lot. I also pick on liberals obsessively a lot, like a lot. Um, but I pick on everybody. I'm an equal opportunity. I pick on all races, all hair colors, all religious and political and sexual backgrounds. I'm an equal opportunity. I'm true. I'm not DEI because DEI is not equal opportunity. I'm equal. I pick on everybody. But I mostly pick on liberals, Canada and France. But I do pick on others too. So shout out to the fact that if you're a liberal, if you're from Canada, if you're from France. I mean, freaking much respect to you. Cheers to you. And again, it's not the people. I'm not picking on the people. I have friends from Canada, love them a ton. I've met people from France. They were okay. um, I have liberal friends. I love them. We just don't talk politics. And honestly, we agree on a lot of things. And the things we don't agree on, we just don't talk about. I don't care if you're transgender. I genuinely don't care if you put your dick in what you put your dick in, who you sleep with. Don't care. Don't care what you dress like. Don't care what you identify as. All I care about is that you don't harm others. You don't put others in jeopardy or yourself and your health and safety, your own health and safety and others' health and safety at jeopardy. You don't infringe on other people's rights. And you're not destroying things. So if you're a Republican that does those things, then shame on you. If you're a Christian that does those things, shame on you. So again, I'm an equal opportunity picker honor. So welcome if you can handle all of that. And on top of the fact that I'm all over the place all the time, I talk fast and I change topics a lot. So again, it's all about that mental health, right? I'm putting you through a mental workout. It's great. So thank you. I appreciate it. This is just a quick little checking in and on you guys and letting you know where I'm at, and that I try not to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm also reminding everybody that if you're kind of feeling like guilty if you take time for yourself, don't. I mean, unless you're always selfish. If you always take time for yourself, then feel guilty if you're taking more. Be ashamed. Stop doing that. Give your time up to others. It's not all about you. But if you're someone that is always, doing things for others, that's fantastic and you should do that and that's great. But you have to remember to take care of yourself, and that's not selfish. It's needed. You have to. You have to get sleep. You have to eat. Your body has got to nourish itself. Your mind needs to nourish itself. And whether that's taking walks or listening to music or playing music or going to church or whatever it is, take that time. You need it. If you want to be there for others, if you want to continue to do things for others, for your children, for your family, for your friends, whatever, then you have to once in a while put you first. Just, again, can't always be the case because you don't want to be a selfish person, but Got to find that balance, right? Life is all about that balance. All about that balance. That balance. You know I'm all about that balance. Anyway, so yes, that's all I've got, I think. You rock. You rock my socks. I appreciate you. You're the most asbestos listeners in all of the land. Shout out to Canada and France. Shout out to Singapore, by the way, because I don't know if it's one person or a lot of people or what, but shout out to Singapore. I have got, next to the United States, Singapore listens to me the most. Followed by, which is so crazy, Canada. Holy crap, Canada. What? Canada, Canada. What? Singapore, Singapore. What? United States. United States. Okay, I'm doing the sprinkler, the robot, the robot. Break it down. Break it down. And Vogue, and Vogue, and Vogue. Okay, that dance was dedicated to everybody listening. To all of you out there listening, that dance was for you. You're welcome. So until next time, thanks for listening to the ramblings of an insomniac.